This meeting to order. Regular meeting agenda for October 25th, 2021. Roll call.
Mrs. Kelly?
Here.
Mr. Martinelli?
Here.
Mr. Renard?
Here.
Mr. Ruggieri?
Here.
Mayor Williams?
Here. On January 5th, 2021, notice of this meeting was mailed to the Daily Journal and the press and duly posted in the main lobby of the municipal complex. All requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been met in compliance with the Sunshine Law. We'll now have the salute to the flag. Steve?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 4, approval of minutes. We had the regular meeting September 27th, 2021, and the executive meeting September 27th, 2021.
Motion to approve the minutes is read into the record.
Do we have a second? We have a second. Roll call.
Kelly?
Yes.
Martinelli?
Yes.
Renard?
Yes.
Ruggieri?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Number 5, announcements, presentations, and discussions. Tonight we have myself, Township Clerk and Administrator Lisa Tilton, to do the presentation for the municipal best practices. This is a requirement of the DCA to notify the public. Each year there is a best practice inventory online platform that has to be completed. This year it was 48 questions. They range everything regarding personnel practices, recreation, labor practices, environmental practices, financial practices, just to make sure that each of the municipalities are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And it also gives us guidelines in case something else is coming up. If it shows up on a best practice this year, it might be something that might be also there next year for us to work on. So I am happy to announce that the top score to be able to receive complete aid from the state is 15. And we scored well above it at 21.5. So we will not have any state aid withheld for this year. So we've gone above and beyond the criteria to meet everything that we need to meet for that. So that is my presentation for best practices.
Congrats.
Yes, thank you. Mayor, your report.
Okay, thank you. I want to start off with Chuck Chiarello's dedication we had on Saturday. It was a well-attended event, and we had the dedication of Sawmill Park with a large picture of his that we made here at the Township Hall, and we also created an aluminum representation of it. And we also did redid the letters on the stone, and there was stonework that was donated anonymously. And I thought they did a great job on that, and everybody helped with that. Public Works helped with installing that. It was difficult to install the aluminum because it wasn't a flat surface, right?
Correct. A little bit
Okay.
of modifications, but Public Works, I believe, did an excellent job in making the sign come out just perfect, the way we needed it.
And I just wanted to comment that Chuck Chiarello was a resident of Buena Vista Township for 40 years and served on the Township Committee for over 28 years. 23 of those years he served as mayor. He was an active member and participant on numerous committees such as Special Events, the Environmental Commission, and Economic Development, and the Planning and Zoning Board. He also served his community as a volunteer firefighter with the Mill May Fire Company for many years. Chuck Chiarello proudly served Buena Vista Township. His accomplishments will stand for years to come, and he will always be respected for these accomplishments. And next I wanted to talk about Valerie Barons. She sent us a thank you for the wonderful basket we sent for the family when her brother Chris passed away. She said it was lovely and appreciated. You all have been so kind and helpful in our time of grief. I appreciate each and every one of you. So I just want to do a shout out to Valerie for thanking us for that, and we appreciate it also. And we still grieve for her brother's passing. Also, I attended the zoning board on Thursday, and with that, we talked about the Mazzarelli property extended into Buena Vista from Vineland, but it was treated on Vineland for the on 1013. So that was treated for their property. So we didn't really have any involvement with Buena Vista Township, but we had, since it had detailed in the area, extended into Buena Vista Township, we had to present it at the meeting. Also, we did Hanson Aggregates for a minor subdivision renewal, which was a 2-year renewal for minor subdivision, and we also heard from Hanson Aggregates on that. Also, number 3, Intelligent has declared Chapter 13 bankruptcy. We are trying to help any employees who are displaced in any way that we can. Number 4, the Knights will do a roadside, yard waste cleanup. Tentative date is December 4th for that. Lisa mentioned to me that we're having a sale for purging furniture and Public Works furniture. We're buying new chairs for the state contract and replacing the conference room chairs. Also, we're going to look at the guns resolution and discuss it at a future workshop meeting. I just wanted to mention that. And that's all I have from my report.
Okay, number 7, ordinances for introduction and first reading. There are none. Number 8, ordinances for public hearings, second reading. Number 103-2021, authorizing sale of township-owned land. Mayor?
Yes. I just wanted to mention that Gloria Lavasi passed one day
Lavari.
after the last
Lavari.
meeting.
Lavari.
Oh, Lavari, I'm sorry. Thought that was an S, sorry. Gloria Lavari passed one day after our last meeting. Okay, so we're on number 8.
Number 8, 103-2021, to open to the public, Mayor.
Motion to open to the public.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're now open to the public on this ordinance.
Motion to close.
Second.
Motion to close, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. This is 103-2021, authorizing the sale of township-owned land.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call?
Kelly?
Yes.
Martinelli?
Yes.
Renard?
Yes.
Ruggieri?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Ordinance 104-2021, fixing and establishing wages and salary ranges for officers and employees. Mayor?
We have a motion and second to open to the public.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
We're now open to the public for this 104-2021.
Carlo Favoretta, Richland. In terms of the member of Township Committee range, is that increased from last year?
No.
No. Okay, thank you.
We're still making a lot of money, Carlo.
Seeing no others, a motion and second?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Second? Okay. And we'll adopt ordinance 104-2021 upon final reading. And we have a roll call vote.
I need a motion to
Yeah.
adopt. That was a motion to close.
Motion to adopt?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call?
Who was the second on that?
Bill.
Who was the
Bill.
motion?
Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Kelly,
Yes.
Martinelli,
Yes.
Renart,
Yes.
Ruggieri,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Number 9, public comment on current agenda items only. In order for the committee to conduct the business of the township in the most productive manner possible, meeting attendees will be given 2 minutes, all-inclusive, to comment on any agenda items without comment or question from the committee, but only on items specified on the agenda listed on the current meeting. Please step up to the microphone at the appropriate time and state your name and address for the record. Resolution 161-21 is authorizing payment of bills in the amount of $1,166,864.47. Of that, $915,423 is for the school tax. The consent agenda includes items of business which are not controversial and do not require discussion. A motion approving the consent agenda is moved, seconded, and voted upon as one item by the Township Committee. If any discussion is requested on the consent agenda item, it is moved from the consent agenda to the regular agenda. Resolution 162-21 is authorizing the issuance of street opening permits to South Jersey Gas. 163-21 is authorizing the sale of a tax sale certificate by assignment. 164-21 is authorizing cancellation of taxes due to total veterans exemption. 165-21 is authorizing cancellation of taxes due to total veterans exemption. 166-21 is authorizing the refund of tax payment due to veterans exemption. 167-21 is authorizing the refund of a tax payment due to veterans exemption. 168-21 is awarding quote for the 2022 calendar to Allegra Princeton. 169-21 is appointing Leslie Spalding as office manager for the finance office. 170-21 is appointing Philip Matthew Bianco as public works laborer. 171-21 is appointing Quentin McClendon as office manager for the public works department. 172-21 is approving the compensation for members of the Board of Fire Commissioners. And 173-21 is authorizing sale of surplus property on gov deals. Mayor?
Yes, can I have a motion and second to open to the public?
I'll make a motion to open to the public. I'll second.
I have a motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
We are now open to the public for agenda items only.
Motion to close.
Second.
I have a motion to close in a second.
One question on the compensation for the Board of Fire Commissioners.
Yes.
That is from their own budget, correct?
That is correct. It's from their own budget. Apparently, it's been in the state law for a while for governing bodies to approve it, but it is now being, I guess, reviewed and monitored currently by the DCA as part of their budget approving process this year at the DCA for each fire commission.
Yeah, that's something new, right? We haven't had this before.
Correct.
Okay, can we now have a motion and second to adopt Resolution 161-21 and pay the bills?
Motion to pay the bills.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and second. Roll call?
Kelly,
Yes.
Martinelli,
Yes.
Renart,
Yes.
Ruggieri,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes. Now, we need a motion and a second to adopt consent agenda resolutions 162 to 173-21.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call?
Kelly,
Yes.
Martinelli,
Yes.
Renart,
Yes.
Ruggieri,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Number 12, Township Administrators Report. Just wanted to mention to everybody that it is early voting time. It started on Saturday. Early voting is going through to October 21st, Halloween. Happy Halloween. The hours at the MLK Center, it is located at 661 at our Dr. Martin Luther King Community Center here in Newtonville. You can go to early voting. It's 10 to 8 Monday through Saturday, and 10 to 6 on Sunday, which is Halloween. So we encourage everybody to go out, see the new machines. This is all now digital voting books, digital machine. This will be the new wave of how voting will occur in the future. So please go out and vote. We also will have our normal general election, which each of our 4 polling locations to be open. Richland Volunteer Fire Company, East Vineland Volunteer Fire Company on our EMS side. Our Dr. Martin Luther King Community Center, and then also Our Lady of the Lakes Church in Collins Lakes off of Kings Mill Road. So that is happening right now. Also just want to put a plug in that our Special Events Committee is really in need of toys this season. We had an extremely great turnout last year for Santa's toy delivery, where Mrs. Claus went out and delivered toys to residents in Buena Vista Township for the children at home. Since we weren't able to do the huge toy shop that we normally do here in the building, hopefully that will be back next year, hopefully as COVID kind of works its way through. But if you have any unused, unopened toys, please donate them here at the Municipal Complex, 890 Harding Highway. If you, for some reason, cannot get out, please let us know. I'm sure we can definitely have somebody come out and be able to pick those toys up. Give us a call at 856-697-2100, extension 8 for our special events. We have a lot of children signed up. We have over 40 children in need of toys this season. So if you are not able to donate either in toys and would like to make a small monetary donation as well, you can do that. Just come see us here at the Municipal Complex. So any help is greatly appreciated, and we appreciate it.
Okay, we'll now move to committee reports. Steve, would you like to start us off?
Thank you, John. I want to talk about Gloria Lavari just a little bit. Buena Vista Township, East Vineland lost an icon the day after our last televised meeting. My parents were good friends with Pete and Gloria for years and years. I grew up with their children. So on behalf of the Martinelli family, to Barbara, Gary, David, Linda, our deepest condolences for your loss. I want to give a shout out to the Special Events Committee for Halloween Fun Day. It's always a great affair and well organized. I want to thank everybody that's here tonight that attended Chuck Chirillo's memorial service at Sawmill Park. For those of you who don't know, that photograph or that picture, replication on the two stones, the original painting which hangs in our conference room, that was done by George Perez, and I know you know who George is, an outstanding artist and a true rendering of Chuck. Whether you liked him or didn't, you can't deny that Chuck, he too was an icon here for nearly 3 decades. His entire life revolved around, 95% of his life revolved around Buena Vista Township, and nobody's ever going to replace that, and that includes me. Chuck lived and breathed. And like Renice White said that day, it was his wife, Cheryl, that had to endure them long nights on the couch while Chuck was on the phone or out rubbing elbows with people. Chuck's political reach went all the way to the White House. It did. He rubbed elbows with presidents, and that's something to be said. If it wasn't for his physical limitations, I believe the man could have been governor of the state of New Jersey. I really do. Once again, thank you for allowing me to speak. Be careful going home with this bad weather. I think we're in for some bad weather for the next 24 hours. Thank you.
Teresa, would you like to go next?
Yes, it was a really good event, naming the park after Chuck. Oh, I need a microphone. Yes, we had a really good event, naming the park after Chuck. Chuck did a lot of effort with that park. From the beginning, it was a blighted area, that whole area. ShopRite was left abandoned, and we did the Richland redevelopment, and some of the things that started was the park, the PatCon Village, which we got a CRETA grant for to redo that, and a lot of work went into that. That was one of the last projects, but everything came out good, so it was a good day, and we're thankful that the weather held out, and everybody that came, it was appreciative. He would have been very happy about it. I also attended the Atlantic County League of Municipalities meeting, and they had John Mooney and Lynn Caterson speak about the election, and they had a demonstration of the new election machine, and people could use it. And there was also a discussion about the ballots and some of the mistakes people make on the ballots by making an X, crossing it out. That will not count. You have to do it right the first time or get a new ballot. Otherwise, you're not going to count if you're Xing it out or not doing the circles. But definitely the poll books are outdated, so everything is going to be computerized. There'll be the signature will be electronic. And so it was a discussion about that. So we're happy with this new technology. And there's going to be a receipt for every vote. So there's not going to be any kind of fraud because there's a receipt for every vote. It can be counted. So they talked about all of that. So it was very interesting regarding the election and the new machines that they'll be replacing the old ones eventually. Not all of them are replaced yet. And the Historic Society meets every third Thursday here. And they just had a meeting, and they went over Mill May this past month. Next month, they're going to be having John Mahoney, who wrote a book recently, and it's Spearhead of the Second Earth. And he said you could order that by Amazon. And if you like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter, that is the type of book it is. And he's still broadcasting his radio weekend wine tips from New Jersey Wine Radio. So he's a member of Mill May, and we might have him in on one of the meetings to talk about his books. He's always very interesting. I also attended the mayor's meeting along with the mayor, which was just Friday. And we talked to the different towns. Egg Harbor Township said they're going to be looking at seeing if we could borrow their leaf machine. John, did he get back to you yet, if that's going to be coming? Or he's going to let us know?
Yes, he didn't get back to me.
Okay, so we talked about shared services with the different towns, so that's one thing we're looking at. And I think that's all I have. That's it for tonight. Thank you.
Kurt, would you like to go next?
I don't have much to say, but concerning Cranberry Run, because of the COVID, all the dinners have been canceled for the immediate future. And the other thing is, I noticed that the campground is starting to spruce itself up. Not that it didn't need it, but they got new fencing up, and it looks like they're doing the roads. You know, I hope they continue, you know, because it's a long overdue spruce up. But it's good to see it being done, you know, because it's a big part of the township, and it should be a good part of the township. That's about it.
Okay, thank you. Bill?
Thanks, John. It was nice seeing everybody at Halloween Fun Day. I had mentioned this in the previous meeting. Halloween is like the Super Bowl for the Ruggieri household, so it was really nice seeing everybody. I want to apologize to a good friend, Eric Delfava from Landisville. We were, and Lisa's going to smirk when I say this, we were mid-conversation standing under a walnut tree, and Eric gets clocked in the head with a walnut. Like, you couldn't have, if we were on the set of a Three Stooges film, timed this any better. Luckily, it was more, bruised ego than anything else, but I wanted to just break his chops about that. I look forward to seeing everybody this Saturday, Buena Borough, Halloween trick-or-treating, Sunday Collings Lakes trick-or-treating. Costumes are already laid out, everything's pressed. The kids are like chomping at the bit, so I look forward to seeing everybody this weekend for Halloween. Lisa had mentioned about the holiday toy drive. Anything, whether it's monetary, toys unopened. I beg you guys to get involved. At this point, we have, more demand than we have supply, and I'd like to kind of equalize that in the coming weeks. So please, anything anybody can do in any capacity, I really, ask that you guys can step up. And then lastly, I just wanted to welcome Leslie and Philip to the team within BVT, and I wish you guys, many years of great success within BVT. And that's
Thank
all
you.
I have. Thank you.
Good. All right, number 14 is public comment. The committee welcomes participation of interested organizations and individuals during regular caucus, workshop, and special meetings. However, in order to conduct the business of the township in the most productive manner possible, attendees will be given 4 minutes, all-inclusive, including all dialogue, questions, and responses from both the speaker of the committee for the designated public portion of the meeting. There may be no transference of speaker's time to the attendees, so please step up to the microphone at the appropriate time and state your name and address for the record.
Motion to open to the public.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second? We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
We're now open to the public on any topic.
Carlo Favretto, Richland. I just wanted to ask, some residents seem to be concerned about speeding on Cumberland Road, kind of by Cranberry Run there. So if maybe somebody could contact maybe our state police to ask if they can do some increased patrol in that area. Same thing for Cedar Drive in Richland. There's lots of kids that have been playing basketball there at Michael W. Park. Recently, lots of cars have been passing at very high speeds, even though the kids aren't supposed to be parking their cars on the side of the
I
road
know.
over there. I mean, that is a concern. So if you can look into that, would appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We will do that. Thank you.
Good evening. Aaron Krenzer, Post Road, Ellen Testa, Country Club Lane. Lisa, you made a comment tonight about 40 people needing this toys for Christmas and how important it is for everybody to get out and donate or give toys of some sort to continue the tradition on. And obviously with the COVID, it's been a concern right across the board from everybody. Well, the Buena Vista Township Republican League is gratefully and happily presenting Special Events Committee a $500 check towards the toy fund tonight. And we appreciate everything that Beth Conway and the special events do, for the Halloween, the Christmas, everything. You guys go above and beyond, and, our township could not be more appreciative of that. And this is just a little token of our appreciation and to make sure that every kid, of those 40 or more have toys for, Christmas, because no toy or no kid should be without a toy. So, Ellen, you want to add anything to that?
We really are very happy that we are able to give this money for the children in the township.
So, good.
Come get them.
Would you like to
Thank
take
you.
that?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron and Ellen.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that.
Yes, thank
the
you.
league as well.
Sandy Hickerson from Absecon. I was here at the September 13th meeting. I presented to Mayor and Council about the Garden State Second Amendment Grassroots Organization and the Second Amendment Resolution. And I was able to turn in signed resolutions from citizens here from Buena Vista, as well as several resolutions that have been passed by surrounding municipalities. So Mayor, thank you very much. I was happy to hear tonight that you have that on your agenda to bring up and look at and discuss for your next workshop meeting. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. If there's anything that I can do or questions that I can answer, I'd be happy to do so. So I'm looking forward to seeing this resolution. I'm asking that you put it on your next agenda, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say and seeing it passed here for the residents, for the law-abiding citizens, responsible gun owners here in Buena Vista. So thank you very much, and thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. Thank you.
We thank you for bringing it to our attention.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Motion to close.
Second.
We have a motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Number 15, executive session. Executive session resolution 174-2021. Whereas there are 2 items scheduled for discussion this evening, those items are any pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiations or any matters within attorney-client privilege. To include matters of various individuals versus Buena Vista Township et al. Docket ATL L 287819, listed as Post Road, and any attorney legal updates needed. I estimated roughly 30 minutes for executive session, with no action to be taken after.
Correct.
Need a motion, Mayor.
Motion to go into executive session as read into the record.
And a second? Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. After we come back from executive, then we will have adjournment, right?
Right,
Yes.
no further business after.
Okay.
Need a roll
But I need a roll call.
Roll call.
Kelly?
Yes.
Martinelli?
Yes.
Renard?
Yes.
Ruggieri?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Okay.